In this video, we'll be comparing between three types of mixtures and will demonstrate the Tyndall effect. What is a mixture? A mixture is a combination of two or more substances that are not chemically bonded and can be physically separated. In a mixture, there is the solute and the solvent. The solute dissolves in the solvent, and the solute is usually smaller than the solvent. There are two main types of mixtures, which are homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous, which you cannot distinguish its components, everything looks the same, such as salt and water. While heterogeneous mixture is a type of mixture where the components are not uniformly distributed. It means that you can separate the parts and distinguish them. And here's the differences between the homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixture. First, in the homogeneous, as you can see, the particles of sugar are so small, so they hide in the spaces between the solvent. The sugar is completely mixed with the water and you cannot distinguish its components. While in the heterogeneous mixture of sand and water, the particles of sand are so large, so they do not mix with the water and they settle out. There are three types of mixtures, which are solution, suspension, and colloid. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances in a single phase. In a solution, atoms, molecules, or ions are thoroughly mixed, resulting in a mixture that has the same composition and property throughout. And this is an example of solution. First we add water, and then salt. And as you have seen, the solute is completely dissolved. We know a suspension if the particles in a solvent are so large they settle out unless the mixture is constantly stirred or agitated. And here is an example of suspension, which is muddy water. We mix sand and water, and after a while the sand settles down, so it's suspension. Colloids are mixtures where the particles are smaller than those in suspension but larger than in solutions. These particles do not settle and can scatter light. Here is an example of colloid. First we add water and then we add coffee. The particles in colloid are small enough to be suspended throughout the solvent by constant movement or surrounding molecules. The colloidal particles make up the dispersed phase, and the water is dispersing medium. We use Tyndall effect to know if the mixture is solution or colloid. In this experiment, we need flashlight, solution mixture, and colloid mixture. Here is the colloid mixture we made before. We get the flashlight. As you have seen, the light didn't pass and the mixture scattered the light. And that proves that the mixture is a colloid. And here is the other mixture we made earlier, which was salty water. As you have seen, the light passes and this proves that it's a solution. Here is an overall comparison between the three mixtures. First, solutions. They're homogeneous. Their particles are less than 1 nanometer. They do not settle out as they dissolve. They cannot be separated by filtration and they do not scatter light, as the light passes through them, as you have seen in Tyndall effect. And on the other hand are colloids. They are heterogeneous. Their particle size are from 1 nanometer to 1000. Their particles are not small like solutions and not large like suspensions. They do not settle out and cannot be separated by filtration. They scatter light, as we have seen in Tyndall effect. Suspensions are also heterogeneous. Their particles are so large, they are over 1000 nanometer. They are so large that they settle out. They can be separated by filtration, such as muddy water. They may scatter light and may not.